Hi everyone, I'm Maureen Cohen. I'm the superintendent of Mendon-Upton Regional School District, and welcome to our May newsletter. Most of the top part of our newsletter you're going to see is focused on the budget, as have been the last couple of newsletters that I've sent out to you. We are at a critical point this week as we enter into our first town meeting, which will be in Upton on Thursday. And then next week we have the Upton town election, where there'll be a ballot vote for an override that's on the ballot, and also Mendon town meeting next Tuesday, and then followed by the following Tuesday will be the ballot vote in Mendon. So in this newsletter, I give you a couple updates, and if you haven't read the last newsletters I've sent, I put the links in there so you can go back to those. But what I really wanted to highlight was related to the presentation that I gave at the school committee meeting last night. I put a link into that, but what I talked about was the fact that if we needed to be in a reduced service budget, and so that would be if we needed to make cuts that were at that 4.1 million. It outlines in my presentation, but also in my notes in the newsletter, all of the reductions that would take place. Unfortunately, we had to speak to all of our staff members that would be impacted. Overall, there are 96 staff members that would be impacted either through layoffs, non-renewals, reassignments, or transfers if this were to go into place. Something else that I mentioned in the presentation, but also in the newsletter here, also relates to the impact of all of the clubs and extracurricular activities that would be impacted if we needed to make the cuts as well. I do recommend that you find out as much information if you're not aware yet of what's going on. We are in a tough situation, just like many of the communities that are around us and surrounding us and across the state. I often, when my friends ask me about it in other towns, I explain how we're all faced with state funding issues and reduced federal funding, and then we have limits in a lot of our local revenue within Prop 2.5. And when you have increasing costs like the extreme fixed costs in areas such as healthcare or other areas like utilities, etc., where we're forced into the squeeze that sometimes needs to be addressed by an operational override, which is what's on the ballot this year. So please read through couple beyond the budget. Please, I want you to check out capital project updates, all of the highlights of all of the great things that are happening across the district with our students, and authentic learning experiences that we're still continuing to provide to them and plan to continue to do so. And we also have big news on the mascot. We had over 800 people submit their semi-finalist votes, so thank you to everyone that participated in the community for that. We're down to 3 options that are listed below. We hope that you vote. The deadline is this coming Friday. Hopefully you've already seen this in some of your previous messages, but we definitely want to include as many people in the community on this really fun but important change for us as we move forward with a new mascot at some point heading into next year. All right, well, thanks everyone for all of your support. We really do appreciate you. We appreciate all of the outreach that we've been receiving, and we will be hoping for positive outcomes coming soon. Take care.